What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday the 13th. I think if I'm wrong, you're gonna see it in the intro date thing. But it is Monday the 13th, and let's talk about that Big Mac challenge, right? So let me just go ahead and start off by saying that I don't feel very good. I did that challenge, and most of my food challenges have been, so far, unless I'm forgetting something, they've all been kind of like real food, if that makes any sense. Like, because when you think about McDonald's, right? McDonald's is not like real food. They're not going out and butchering a cow and processing that meat and putting it on that burger. If you watch any of their manufacturing processes, it's like pink slime and like it turns into chicken nuggets. Anyways, I don't know if it's that or what, but I just, the day after the Big Mac challenge, I kind of felt funny, which would have been yesterday. And then today, like, I don't know if I'm getting sick or what's happening, but I'm just like, my body doesn't feel good. I feel kind of achy and sore all over. My sleep's been weird. Like, I'm sleeping enough, but like I'm waking up a lot and I'm like tossing and turning. So I think that something about those Big Macs is not sitting very well in my system. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that, guys. I don't know, someone commented on it and said, why would you do that to your body? And I kind of laughed. And then now, in retrospect though, I'm like, wow, like, it's not lying. Like, a bunch of real food I don't think's that bad, but man, that McDonald's though. So anyways, guys, in keeping with the tradition of talking about my challenges on the next vlog, I kind of wanted to touch on that challenge a little bit. So had an awesome time shooting that challenge. I'm really happy with how the video turned out. And that's the thing too, is like, you got to think about it in terms of, I get some people that ask me like, well, how come it takes you so long to start eating in those challenges, right? There's too much fluff in there. But I love making my eating challenge videos have like a story, right? There's a beginning, like, okay, we're outside of the place, here's what we're gonna do. Then we go in and we order, right? And there's a story. Then we eventually get down to the challenge like halfway through. Then we finish the challenge. Then I go over what was in it, and then we talk about some pitfalls, and then we see you guys off and, say thank you. Like, I love my videos to have a beginning, a middle, and a end. So you're never ever gonna see me just start an eating challenge like, okay guys, here we go. I have 10 Big Macs, let's do it, and then start eating. That's just not the type of content I wanna create. So I understand that my channel is not for everybody. I totally understand that. But if you don't like what I'm doing and you don't like the content, then I apologize, but I make this for those of you that like it. So thank you guys for all the support on that video. I think we are at like 6,000 views. It's like 6,500 views in like 24 hours, which is incredible, that's awesome. So yeah, gonna keep these challenges going. And regarding the challenge, so people were commenting saying, no lettuce, no sauce, whatever on the burgers, you guys cheated, Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. I am not a lettuce guy, really, on anything, especially like that low quality, terrible lettuce. I don't know what else comes on. I think it's lettuce, onions, and sauce. Right? I don't really like onions like that either. And if I'm gonna eat them, they're gonna be high quality. I'm not gonna get some like nasty sitting in a bowl at McDonald's lettuce and onions. I'm just not gonna do that. I did get sauce on mine, however, and Troy got his just meat and cheese. As much as he's eating challenges, like doing them legitimately and stuff, I guess you can have your own opinion on that. It might not have been a real challenge since I didn't do that. But, I do these because, for one, it's entertainment for you guys. Two, I get to satisfy my cheat meal cravings. And you know what? I'm not gonna go into a challenge with something I don't like. Like, where's the fun in that? You should eat foods you enjoy. So for those of you saying, that wasn't legit, I mean, I could have eaten 10 more of those sandwiches. I don't think it was the lettuce and the onions that, took me over the top. So anyways, guys, challenge was a blast. I had a lot of fun. The only hard part was that a lot of bread. So mouth got really dry and stuff. But other than that, that was a pretty simple and straightforward challenge. Not too difficult. So I'm loving all the suggestions you guys are putting out there, by the way. Thank you guys so much for those. That's that group, the 3-on-3 challenge we're gonna try to do is we're still kind of trying to figure out the specifics of it. I'm trying to figure out the best way for rules, right? I don't know if we want to do a timed one, which I think timing it is going to be the best bet. Like maybe, 10 minutes, see how much we can eat, and then we have to eat double to win or something along those lines. That's what we're working on. And we're leaning more towards a sweets challenge, so possibly donuts or something like that. We also talked about tacos. Tacos would be cool. Maybe a White Castle challenge, for those of you that know what White Castle is. But it's definitely gonna be a good video. I'm excited to film it for sure. Hopefully I get over this little sickness by then, which I should be. I usually bounce back from these pretty quickly. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much a little summary for the eating challenge. Thank you guys once again for all your support on those. And for the record, I am sitting in my apparel room right now. I've spent more time in this room in the last 48, 72 hours than I have in a very long time, and we sold literally completely out of the Team Dry Scoop shirts. We have maybe a couple smalls and a couple mediums left. Other than that, everything else sold out. So I'm placing another reorder either today or tomorrow. We're gonna come, I think we're gonna do more of the restocks in the blue, and I'm also gonna do some red ones too, is what I'm thinking. So that's the game plan moving forward, guys. And yeah, everything's good other than that. So thank you guys, as always. You guys, you know, let me do what I love to do on a daily basis, and for that, I am forever thankful. So anyways, it is 2:30 p.m. and I need to eat something. So I'm gonna go have meal number one, and I might as well take you guys along with me to show you. Let's do it. All right, guys, meal number one is simply gonna be 6 large eggs, and then I'm gonna go ahead and combine. If you've been watching my Beachbody shredding diet video, I have been following that when I'm not doing eating challenges. So meal number one is either usually egg whites or eggs. Today I'm extra hungry and I feel like I want the eggs because I want that fat content. But what I'm gonna do is actually combine 2 of the meals together, and I'm actually gonna throw this can of tuna in with my eggs and kind of cook them in together. For those of you, if you like tuna, try combining it with your eggs. I think it makes it taste really good. So it'll give us about, I want to say roughly 50 grams of protein, about 30 grams of fat, a really just nice meal. Now I've got to double check, I might be out of green peppers, so there might not be any veggies in this meal, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I do need to go to the store because I'm almost out of sweet potatoes as well. So that's the thing with a healthy lifestyle, guys. Be prepared to go to the store, you know, at least a couple times a week, because sometimes with fresh ingredients, you have to be able to stock up on those, or else you risk, well, I don't want to say you risk falling off your whole plan, but this diet's just way easier to follow when you have everything you need readily available. So, all right, open up our tuna. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the water out of this can. There we go. Usually what I'll do to drain the water out is I've, you know, obviously went around here with the can opener, kind of just flip it upside down and push. Squeeze all that water. Oh, I just sprayed it on myself. How's that for cologne? Okay, there we go. All right, all the water's out. Then I'll just take the lid off. There we go. And then take the tuna and put it down in with the eggs. Nice. Like I said, you don't have to do this. Tuna's already cooked, so you're not really worried about it cooking in the eggs, so to say. You're just worried about it kind of heating up. So, like I said, some people get grossed out by fish and by tuna, but man, this is just such an easy way to get protein in. You can't really beat it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take, what do I wanna put in this today? We'll do a little bit of ground cumin. Not really sure how you pronounce it. I wanna say it's cumin, but I could be wrong. Some people, I get comments about how I pronounce jalapeno. Jalapeno. That's how I've always said it. Jalapeno. Some people are like literally letting it ruin their day. Like putting out the exact way to spell it. Like, come the F on. I'm like, geez, man. It's a word. It's a word. There's way bigger issues going on right now than how Remington James is pronouncing jalapeno. Come on now. All right, put a little bit of this in there too. Some Zesty Blend original salt-free seasonings. Just trying to keep my sodium low. I know that after a crazy, there we go, focus. I know that after a crazy eating challenge, my sodium and all my preservative levels, everything's through the roof. So I try to keep, when I get back on plan, I try to keep everything as good as I can. And you know what? Why not? We'll throw a little bit of cilantro in there as well. Nice, perfect. Okay, now let me check and see if I have any green peppers. Let's see, what do we got in here? Oh, this frozen ground turkey. Doesn't look like there's any. Usually I'll put it in the window here. What do we got? I have green peas for days. Don't look like I have any. I'll have my veggies later, but I usually like to put green peppers in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chocolate chip cookie dough. This is not mine, I promise. I had a friend over the other night, and she really wanted some Ben & Jerry's. I was eating Halo Top, but she wanted Ben & Jerry's, so that's in here. Now, this is a temptation, right? This is temptation being in here, but I can't bring myself to throw it away. Hold on, let's just take a look at it. Let's just get down in here and see what we're working with here. We're just gonna look, guys. We're just gonna look. We ain't gonna taste. Oh, baby, baby. Talk to me nice. Talk dirty to me, baby. Look at that. You can see those cookie dough chunks down in there? Like a diamond in the rough, glistening. Okay, my freezer's beeping at me. It's time to get out of here. Oh, man. Self-control 101 right there. All right, and then per usual, we're gonna hit this. There we go. And then we take our little concoction here and nice. perfect. Look, that just looks beautiful right there like that. Then I got myself a little wooden spoon here. Get down in here, mix it all up. Oh man. See, I can smell that tuna already and those seasonings all cooking. I love breaking my fast, guys. Best part of my day. Anyways, let me finish up with this. That way I have 2 free hands, and I'll check back in here in a second. And there we go. A little bit of jalapeno mustard on top, but awesome meal here, guys. I love eggs. If you haven't been eating eggs lately, give eggs a shot, guys. Give them a second chance. They are so good, very nutritious, definitely a staple in my diet. Oh yeah, going down. Let me see here. Let's do a little taste test for the camera. Get the tuna, the eggs. See, I guess I don't even think about it, but some people are probably extremely grossed out right now, but it is what it is. Perfect. Perfect, guys. Like I said, I mean, this tastes good to me, but you gotta keep in mind we're eating for performance here. We're not eating for taste. I mean, we're still eating for taste, right? But, you know, your food's not all, this is not that Ben & Jerry's that's in the freezer. This isn't that at all. It's the opposite, really. But we're eating because we want the results that the food gives us, right? You don't put regular gasoline in a Ferrari, right? You put premium in it. So if you want your body to be a high performance machine driven by movie stars, then you need to put good stuff in it. Oh, and I'm getting this question a lot too. So I'm assuming, you know, I did the keto for a while, right? I made a bunch of keto content. A lot of people find my channel because of those old keto videos, and I get questions all the time. Are you still doing keto? Are you still in keto? So I'm gonna answer it right now. I am not in keto, and I don't know if I will ever go back to keto because I love carbohydrates. As much as I work out and everything, I just need those carbs in my system. I just really do. And you know, keto was nice. I got really good, quick weight loss with it, but it's just overall for me and my performance in the gym and just like overall freedom, right? I love sugary, carbohydrate-laden foods. I just really do. And if I'm gonna be good all week and I'm gonna have a cheat meal, the last thing I wanna do is just eat more fat, you know? Like, so keto is very hard to stick to. In my personal opinion, it's when you're traveling, you're not prepared for it. It's easy to go off the rails with it because even just having carbohydrates in your system knocks you out of ketosis, and there's a lot of stuff with it. And to me personally, it's just not a very sustainable long-term diet. Some people are gonna hate that I'm saying this right now, but I think for your average person that is not a meticulous and they just want an easy diet to follow, keto is not the way to go. So to answer your question, guys, I am not doing keto anymore. I am just doing low carb with, I don't even know what I'd call my my diet now. What would you call a diet that 6 days out of the week you're good, and then one day you do an eating challenge? I'm on that eating challengers plan. I don't know what you call it. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta eat this, then I gotta do a Q&A for you guys that I posted on my Facebook page. So by the way, if you're not on my Facebook page, go follow Remington James on Facebook. Or is Facebook following, or what is that? You add, you like the page? I don't know what it is, but that's where I post all my Q&A questions, and then that's where I post my Q&A post, request, whatever, and then you guys put questions there, and then I answer them. So anyways, I gotta eat this, go do that, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, just wrapped up that Q&A video, one of the best Q&As I've ever done. So if you're watching this, go to yesterday's video. It's a Q&A, and I touched on a lot of stuff, guys. Really good Q&A. But anyways, I was getting ready to do my cardio. Peep the machine, and I actually was trying to find a shirt to wear because, you know, I don't want to put a nice shirt on, so I'm just going to soak through it. But then I found this one. I was like, you know what, perfect for the video. Can you read that? Cherry Street Challenge. This was the first eating challenge I ever did before anybody knew that I could eat an awesome amount of food, right? It's this big, okay, let's see if we can get you a view of that. It's a big, like, 3-stack waffle thing with bacon, syrup, eggs, all sorts of stuff on it. It's an amazing sandwich at one of my favorite restaurants. And we were talking, because I went with Team Dry Scoop, we all went, and I was the only one that finished, right? And now everybody's kind of wanting to get a second shot at it. So we're thinking about going back on the anniversary of the first challenge and doing a rematch with it. So if that's a video you would like to see, comment below if you want to see Team Dry Scoop take back on the Cherry Street Challenge. We'll either do it on the anniversary, or if you guys really want to see it, we'll do it a little earlier because, I mean, Ankrum got really close, and Troy and Nate didn't even do any damage. So I think a rematch would be really fun. So comment below if you'd like to see that. Anyways, I'm gonna do my cardio, and I will check it with you guys here in a little bit. All right, YouTube, cardio is finished. I'm sitting here, it's about 7 p.m., right? And my video is uploading as we speak. So let me show you. We got about 24 minutes remaining. It's 59% uploaded. Like I said, that's gonna be one of the best Q&As I've ever done for sure. How did Team Dry Scoop meet? How I started my business, you know, is weight loss harder for women? It's a really good Q&A. So sitting here now, and you can look behind me, I got my desktop. It uploads on this one because it's got a direct connection, and I process it on the one you just seen. So look at like my workstation here, right? boom. Feel like Iron Man, Tony Stark in here. So yeah, it's 7 and I still need to go do my workout and everything, and I'm still not feeling the best, guys. I don't feel like terrible, but like I feel like something's coming on. So hopefully we will not include McDonald's in eating challenges for a little bit. And you know, I could just be getting sick. I don't want to blame it all completely on McDonald's, but it kind of coincides with the fact that I ate 10 Big Macs. So it is what it is. But you know, regardless, I talk about this a lot, but like it's so easy to make excuses to not do stuff, right? I can be like, oh, I don't feel good, I'm getting sick, so I'm gonna skip my cardio, I'm gonna skip the gym, but that's not gonna happen. So I'm getting ready right now. I'm gonna leave and go do an arm session. Probably gonna do arms and shoulders and finish my day off that way, and then tonight come home, eat my big final meal of the day, and then that's it, guys. Another day in the life of Remington James. Oh, and by the way, just to clear something up, I get a lot of people that comment and they call me James, right? Which is fine, but I think some people are under the assumption that like Remington's like a nickname, right? And then James is like my real name, but Remington is like my stage name. No, Remington is my real first name. I was born with that name, so if anybody needed clarification on that, there you go. So I think this vlog will probably end up being long enough, and I apologize if some of this content isn't the most entertaining, but like some of these days, guys, you have to understand I'm trapped in my house. I'm working, I have client stuff I gotta do, I have a bunch of packages to ship, which I had to ship a ton today, and you know, it's just, I'm here, right? And the only time I really leave is to go to the gym. You know, that's it. So I'm a kind of a, I talked about it in the Q&A a little bit, but I'm kind of a slave to my job, and it's a good thing because I love what I do. But you know, this is those years where I grind, right? This is the years I'm building something. I'm building RJF, I'm building my business, I'm saving money up, I'm working on securing my future, right? You know, I work hard now so that way I don't have to later. And you know, for as long as I'm able to work hard, as long as I'm able to grind this stuff out, I'm gonna continue to do it. So anyways, guys, anyways, thank you so much, as always, for your support. If you like this video, hit the like button. My vlogs seem to lately not be getting as much attention as some of my other videos, which is totally fine. I love vlogging, but for those of you that support me and you like my vlogs, make sure you like these. That way I know this is what you guys want, because if there's ever a point where I feel like my vlogs aren't getting the love that they deserve, and because these are long videos, these are videos where I have to take the camera with me to multiple places and film. If I ever feel like these aren't popular for you guys, then I'll find something else that is more popular to replace them with. So make sure you like this video and comment if you like the vlogs, and I will keep on doing them. I just, like I said, I wanna make sure what I do is valuable ultimately for you guys. So anyways, I am out of here. Thank you guys so much for your support. And don't forget to smile, remain positive, and pay someone a compliment, because you never know whose day you could be making better. With that, I'm out of here. This has been a Remington James production. Say hi to Drake. What up, Drake? And I will see you guys at the next video. Thank you so much for your support. See you guys.